Hi, welcome to Shop Stop. Today we want to talk a little bit about troubleshooting the charging system on small engines.
So what we're going to do is show you a simple way to check them out. And one of the first things you want to do is to check your battery. And we've shown you how to do that before, but what you can do is you put your leads on your battery and you can see this is reading at like 1264. And if you load this, that doesn't mean that your battery's good. If you put a load on that, that can drop down to a real low voltage. It's the amperage that we're wanting to crank with. Then if we're going to check our alternator, this has an alternator on it, and if we're going to check our charging system, then we're going to see if this climbs up to, say, 13.5 volts. If it doesn't make 13.5 volts, we're not going to be able to charge our battery. So that's what we're going to do now. When we start it up, we'll see what this voltage does when we crank it, and then we'll, with a load, and then we'll see what it does when it's fired up and the alternator's running. Okay, give it a little throttle. So you saw us start the unit up, and you saw that it started fine and the voltage came back up a little bit. We started out like 14.4 something, and we dropped down, and then it came up a little bit, but when we were running and we brought the throttle up, you could see that we weren't gaining any more voltage, and so we need to have 13.5 volts to charge that battery.
So if the alternator is not functioning correctly, it's not going to be putting the amperage back into the battery that's going to allow us to keep running over time. And so we'll gradually, it may start, but the battery now is powering the whole system, and it will gradually draw the battery down until the next time it won't start.
So now he needs to dig into the alternator and see what the problem is there, and either replace it or find out what components are bad in it.
So that's just a little tip for troubleshooting the charging system on small engine type systems. We'll see you next week on Shop Stop.